The ego uses judgment to maintain individuality because that's what the ego is, the individual self. And so it looks on everyone else through the lens of how can I separate them from me? Because you see a different body and you identify as the body with the ego, the individual self, it's going to then see everyone else. How can I use individuality, others, to maintain myself? So if I find someone else wrong and guilty, different in a different aspect than myself, then in that way they're guilty and they're wrong and I'm not. But that's not true. What you see in others is something you repress in yourself. So what do you not like about that person? What do you judge about that person? Where have you declared them wrong and guilty? That's yourself. The simple fact is if you have anger, it does not matter how they express their anger. I don't do it that way. Right. That's the ego using nuance, which is details. And what are details? Other separated things. So it's using severity and detail separation to maintain how I'm different from you and you're different from me, more separation. So then you're not really seeing through the lens of love, which is not true. Every single person is a version of you. So what you don't like in someone and what you judge, you have. You can only give what you have. It's not like you're seeing that person in totality as them inside of them. You're seeing them through your own lens, through your own thoughts coming from inside of your own head and your own eyes and your own body telling you this. So then those thoughts have something to do with you. But if you repress it and don't look within inside of yourself if you have it, then you're unaware that you have it. And so that lack of awareness is why in the conscious moment you think you identify it and see it in that person and not yourself. No, you're just blind to it in your side of yourself. And so this is a great tool as a mirror. However, you are narrating someone or how you're seeing someone, how you're judging someone, no matter how justified you are, ask yourself deep within yourself and be willing, how can I see that I have this? So same with guilt. We want to run around and make everyone guilty when they are rightfully so, making an immoral or unethical or wrong decision, and we want to guilt them because we have guilt. We run around feeling so guilty and wrong in our lives for killing off God to be here. We're so afraid of our own death that we jump at any chance to find someone else guilty so then we can maintain our individuality. So we can maintain that we're separate and we're the innocent ones and now they're the guilty ones. But if you realize and don't recognize that you're always finding someone guilty, there's always a new weed in the garden, there's always someone else to guilt. So then really you're not very innocent if you're constantly running around pointing out how everyone is guilty and you're not. Of course you're guilty. What you see is what you are. Whoever smelt it dealt it. And another way to say it. And so you want to use that as just a mirror and a reflection tool. So, okay, if I don't like this person for this reason, what about me has that? And you ask your higher self, how can I see this differently? And you want to spend time meditating on that and digging really deep to understand the abstract tool, because the ego will use severity and nuance and form of expression as a way to separate. But you want to go deeper and just see the abstraction so you can heal that.